everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders. In today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Raiders. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup. Let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Oakland Raiders. Murray, the lone setback. Now Cook, the tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
Throwing, Cook. And this is going to be incomplete. But former Clemson Tiger Sharon Peake was the target. And it's 4th and 4. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air. And the spot will be inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Green, 90. Green, left.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And here's a look at the starting offense. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brennan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, partner, so much for the change of scenery. From St. Louis to Los Angeles, they gave up 3 field goal blocks last year as the St. Louis Rams.
Yep.
You'd think maybe in L.A. that might get correct.
Another one here, though, in Los Angeles.
And just think about the people in St. Louis right now.
You think they're smiling?
I'd say it might be more than a smile at this moment.
The defense here for the Rams.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
2nd down and the offense needing 5 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Check, Patriot, Patriot.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Detroit, Detroit. Leopard, Leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Hearns, a man in motion right. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really
got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Rams are set up now with a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shotgun now for Bortles. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kobe Flainer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Throwing, Cook. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Murray the lone setback. Now Cook. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly had. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's fielded at the 34. Look at the dance and the juke. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90! Zing, zing, zing! Zing, zing, zing!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that 1st down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there.
And now the rookie's free. A gain of 35 that time. And the Rams are set up now with a 1st and goal.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Hurns, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a give. This is Murray. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it left side with Murray. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there on the run. 33 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15 that time, and it'll be first down Rams. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All they want to do in this situation is get to the locker room and start making adjustments to get ready for the second half.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Bortles. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They go with Murray again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A run, it's Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hearns the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And the D looking like they may blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Blue, black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Hearns the man in motion left. Play clock winding down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ace, black 58 rail. 90, black 58 rail.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And oh, it coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Lucky 56.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.